back on with another bitter truth. And the truth is really bitter and a lot of people can't stand it. But if you await this truth won't affect you or upset you in a lot of ways. You know what I mean? Because you would understand what I'm saying right here if you half awake. Now we go get into this so-called jewelry. And I'm going to break it down and show you how they push these things on you. As you can see, the jewelry right there is 23 in numerology. And if you notice, it said Jew. You got to understand that they're the one who control that shit right there and fooling the masses. We go get into this and see how the jewelry been pushed on the masses and they use it as a so-called culture. Let's get into this right here and break it down. Run it.
Diamond-encrusted grills, oversized chains, a bust-down Rolex, or a Tiffany necklace, perhaps. Jewelry has always been a cornerstone of hip-hop culture.
You hear that, people? It's the cornerstone of hip-hop culture, the so-called jewelry. And that's why a lot of people spending a whole lot of money on these things because they've been brainwashed by these puppets that they put in line. I already told you, all the puppets is there to sell you something. Pay attention.
And countless songs like Cash Money's Bling Bling.
Yeah, that. And pay attention to these clowns right here. They don't understand. They also take the job to sell the masses the jewelry. You got to understand. I already told you. You can put it anywhere you want, but at the end of the day, you have to go understand that these people right here is here to sell you things. That's why I always tell you about a movie star, play it out and start selling you something. They use them in a commercial. It's the same thing right here. They know people who can hip-hop or love hip-hop. They use the hip-hop artists to sell you jewelry. Pay attention here. And what you have to understand, as you could see them showing you these so-called jewelry that they have on, they lie to the masses about the prices. You got to understand, they will show you one ring on the finger and say it value 100,000. Yes, just so the jewelry can rob you. You don't understand, the jewelry come from the same people 100%. And as I explained about gold, it's all made. Nobody found gold. You understand? Golds don't grow on rock. Just like, copper don't grow on rock. Silver don't grow on rock. Why would gold grow? You got to wake up. Every metal on earth was made. Substance and the earth, they mix up together with chemicals to give you gold. It's not real stuff they say they find in the ground and mined in it. How could you find something in the ground but the government control it, even the price? It's bullshit. It's government made shit right here they call jewelry.
And now in her new book, Ice Cold, a hip-hop jewelry history, author Vicky Toback traces the history of hip-hop jewelry from Run DMC's legendary medallions in the 1980s through the over-the-top grills worn by Megan Thee Stallion today.
Yeah, that people, they're talking about legendary jewelry that's legendary, whereby these sodomites in hip-hop. What you think, people? It's a programming from day one. And if you find yourself hooked on it, buying so-called bust-down chains and putting diamond crusted and all of these shits, you get caught 100% in.
With really
Take a look at the Slick Rick right there, a devil puppet. A lot of people never see it. Take a look at him. He holding the sign in the hand, the pyramid sign. And take a look at him wearing the patch on for the one-eye symbol, shouting out to the one-eye God who paying him and put him on the masses. And all fake jewelry they wear. Just wake your ass up. All costume jewelry to basically brainwash the masses into getting it. Go buy jewelry. But these puppets wearing costume jewelry 100% in. Just like the Woozy Vert that tell you that he put a big old diamond in his forehead. Did you believe it? Move.
Fascinating photos. The nearly 400-page book has a foreword by hip-hop superstar Slick Rick and essays by big names like A$AP Ferg, LL Cool J, just to name a few. And joining us now is Ice Cold author Vicky Toback herself. Thank you.
LL Cool J is also a puppet, and the LL is for 33 in numerology, and he also wear the one pant leg up from back in the days, representing Freemasonry.
So much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
This is just really phenomenal pictures that you've captured here. What made you decide,
Captured from where? Where does this punk capture the pictures from? I already told you, all of them in on brainwashing the masses.
I'm going to actually dedicate an entire book, a photo essay, essentially, about jewelry worn in hip-hop culture.
I
I mean, it was time for this history to be told. You know, I grew up an immigrant kid in Detroit, fell in love with the music.
All bullshit. Immigrant from where? He's just another fake on TV.
And became a journalist.
Well, you become a journalist.
I always knew that jewelry culture was a big part of hip-hop culture from the very start, you know, from the 1980s all the way on to recent times. And so just really wanted to celebrate what that meant. And we decided to do it in book form because it really is a historic moment. And what did you find? Because, I mean, when you look at, in particular, LL Cool J or Run DMC, they always had the big, thick chains or trench.
It's not real gold. It's fake shit to brainwash the masses to go get it. You never understand. It's just a brain work for masses to get involved in the jewelry game. That's it. Once you get involved, you're going to dig a hole in your pocket. Remember, they're telling you that what they're wearing is so expensive. So when you go to the jewelry and they hit you with even half of that price, you're going to still go with it and feel like, yes, you're getting a deal. It's all bullshit to sell gold. Wake your ass up.
By Nature, who always had, you know, like a lock on his necklace. I see a quote in here in particular from LL Cool J who says, by 18, jewelry became part of...
18, coding. And watch this right here. It becomes a part of his DNA. Jewelry, people. What kind of dumb shit is that? What I tell you, this jewelry is not real. What you can't understand is costume jewelry. They're not real gold they're flossing. They're going to let you go buy the supposed gold that the government controls.
My own DNA. What is the trend that you found really so deeply embedded in the culture? What we adorn ourselves with, what we put on our bodies, right? That's something that goes back to the days of kings and queens and showing status.
This bullshit, people. Take you back to what kings and queens? Where? What kind of history that show you those kings and queens? All made up shit. And of course, it's the government puppets gonna be kings and queens on this earth. Devil bloodline. Just remember that shit.
What we communicate our identities. And you take that, you apply that to hip-hop, and it takes on a whole different meaning. It sort of grew from big gold chains, you know, the hoop earrings for women.
That's gold chain right there on the Pharrell character. You better wake your ass up. It's not real jewelry. It's fake what they wear, costume jewelry, to convince you that they're rich and they're famous and they can afford all of these shits, and you're gonna try to even match it. That's what it is. It's not a fucking culture. The hip-hop is not a culture. It's something they push on the masses. What do you think culture is? Culture is supposed to be natural shit, not something that you put together.
And then platinum and diamonds started being used. And
being used, and as you could see, there you go, people. What is that right there? The pyramid with the one eye. The same thing you see on the dollar bill, the most famous money in the world. What do you think, people? It's Illuminati sign right there to show you they're the one who control money. They're the one who control these vagabonds on TV. Just wake your ass up.
A way to communicate who you were. It was a way to show your identity. And it was
people, jewelry gonna show your identity. Wow, what a dumb shit for the masses. You're buying these shits with your money. You're dumb as a rock, people. At the end of the day, they don't value shit. They're the one who make the price and selling it to you. Just like if you never wear a shit, they can sell it to you and tell you what it is. You don't get it or what, people? They're the one who make these shits right here. They're the one who make diamonds. They're the one who make gold. They never find it. Wake up.
To really show, you know, brotherhood and nationhood, even with like label chains. So there's a lot of meaning behind the pieces, and a lot of history.
That's why most of them got the devil agenda on them. Pyramid the one eye and them things you go find, aliens, and them things you're gonna find on the chains. All the decorations, just like tattoos. Most of it is coding. You understand? When you go to the tattoo shop, they have all these shits on the wall showing you what you might like. If you pick them, then you're going to end up with a coding on you. It's the same thing with these jewelry. What you think, people? Wake up.
The book, too, that many of the jewelers themselves were either immigrants or the children of immigrants.
Of
Let's
course.
talk a little bit about the influence of the jewelers on the hip-hop culture and what was
how did it happen?
Traditionally, when especially when hip hop was really young, a lot of the big, fashion brands, both in jewelry
Red
and in
and blue,
clothing, weren't really
Division.
like servicing the hip
Look at
hop
this shit.
community. So alongside that, you had
Wow.
certain jewelers that were catering to hip hop.
Take a look, people. Like I don't mention, all of it is fuckery. You're gonna have this earring in your hairs. How it hold up? You're gonna tear your shit out. Watch this right here.
That were catering.
Take a look at what they got for the chains and them pendants and charms. Watch this. Even a fucking spaceman, people. What I tell you, all of it involving the brainwash. Why would you make a spaceman chain? Space don't exist. What is these Jesus, peace, these lions and all of these shits, all fucking
Hip
coding.
hop. An early jeweler named Tito Caicedo. You hear his name in, Jay-Z
Yes,
and Biggie.
because it's a commercial to advertise those characters so you can go buy jewelry from them. Same thing they used to talk about the Johnny and all of these peoples, and that's what it is, people. They put them on. What you can't understand, all those jewelers apart are tricking down the masses. 100%
lyrics. Then came Jacob the jeweler.
There you
then
go
came,
again, Jacob. All of
Aviani
them
and Co. Of
mentioned.
course, nowadays we have, Greg Una or Ben Baller or a whole host of jewelers.
Famous. There you go, people. They have gold teeth. You see that right there? Why would they do that? You're stupid. You're dumb. You think that gold is naturally and it grows on rock. Wow, dumb on.
And pretty much all of them are either immigrants or children of immigrants. And I think that they in hip hop recognized a certain hustle in each other, certain questioning of, where do we fit into the American dream?
Do you have any idea of like estimates on how much some of these cost?
Pharrell actually just auctioned recently a few of his pieces.
You hear that, people? How dumb can you be? Listen, Pharrell, the sodomite, the woman that playing a man, Pharrell, he basically gonna auction off his jewelry. Remember, the jewelry don't work what he tell you it worth, and then because his name is on it now, because he own it, now it gonna value a lot of money. Pay attention.
And his it's called the Bait Chain, which was designed by Jacob and Co.
Wow.
That went for $1.5 million.
You hear that, people? It went for $1.5 million. Where the fuck it went? Where does it went? I tell you, people, they're fucking with the dumb people on earth. It pissed me off that you buy into these dumb shit. They all bullshit they're selling you. Don't follow none of these characters that they put on. As rappers or any kind of entertainers, they're here to brain fuck you.
That was,
100%.
multicolored diamonds and a big design. And back in the day when it was just gold, it wasn't...
How do you color diamonds if it was real? How do you color glass? Or you color that diamond that I already make? Or did you put color on it? Or did you put color on the real diamond? It's bullshit for the dumb masses. And like I say, diamond's supposed to be the hardest surface known to man, the hardest surface on earth you can find supposed to be diamond. And they break them up in all these little pieces to give you crusted chains and crusted watch. How the fuck you break up the hardest surface known to man? How you break it up like that? Get out of here. It's
expensive
bullshit.
as it is now, but once people started, adding diamonds to the mix, and now all kinds of gemstones,
It's expensive.
like sky's the
Listen,
limit.
sky's the limit.
I mean,
And they like to use those words, and then they tell you that, yes, they can go beyond the limit. Sky is the limit, but you can go to the sky and go to space. What a dumb shit for the masses.
easily.
Look at these right here, people. Take a look. They're just clowns. You see them right there with the hand sign? I guess these are the so-called Migos right there. Just the one they call Takeoff with the hand shaped like a gun to the head, and he got shot in the head. Oh, okay. You see that right there, right? That's the same Takeoff that they take off the scene. And what is this right here? All of them is sodomites and the masses. Don't sleep.
100,000, $1 million,
You hear that?
and up.
And that's just for
No fucking Jew is supposed to cost that money. That's what you need to know. They're just brainwashing the dumb people. Why would it cost that much? Because it costs you a lot to cut up those diamonds? It's dumb, people. Wake your ass up.
diamond studs.
Right.
Cut this fool right here.
Like for viewers or for readers to actually take away from the book.
They're all fake, people.
I'd like for readers to
Take a look at these characters right here. I guess these are the Mobb Deep or one of them. I don't know who it is, but take a look. They have the wings on the damn chain. Like I say, all of it is coding.
Way that this is not just conspicuous consumption or ostentation. I want them to think about it within what hip hop culture has done and how far it's come.
Take a look at this one right here about how far it comes. It's a game they're playing on the masses. Like I said, the whole music industry is controlled by the devil people. Not some of it, the whole thing. You see him flashing the 360s right there, showing you so-called gold teeth.
You know, next year, 2023 is the 50th anniversary of hip hop. You know,
take a look at the Slick Rick right there. He even have on the crown, people, with the same decoration almost as the crown, the Queen of England crown. See that? He got the star on the finger. He got the one eye symbol to show you who pushing him.
I want people to look deeper into what the jewelry communicates and the role it played in the music
people.
and the culture.
It's all clown.
And
they're all clowns, people. Take a look at this. It's all clown. Don't be no clown on this earth. That's clown ship right there. This is clowning. They're clowning the masses. What you can't get, you believe that's look good? Wake your ass up.
This is such a real trip down memory lane. I forgot that people used to wear like the brass knuckles and all of that. Any particular favorite jewelry that you have included?
Biggie's Jesus piece.
Bam! I know they was gonna mention it. They could never leave it out. The fact that you're wearing the Jesus piece, the Jesus around your neck, is bullshit. Whether you're on the cross or you just wearing the face like this character right here. But Jesus piece, he got two of them around his neck identical. What do you think? And that's what they teach you in hip-hop about Jesus piece. They're clowning the masses. All of that shit is mockery.
Favorite of mine.
Of course, it's a favorite
because,
of yours.
You know, it's such an iconic piece.
Of course, it's iconic. What makes it an iconic piece, people? What makes it an iconic piece? Icon, your dumb ass. Move.
Something that people have like remixed and customized for, you know, now time immemorial since Biggie passed. That's my favorite. But also I want to point to my current favorite jewelry person, which is Tyler, the Creator.
Wow.
He
Tyler,
has
the Creator, sodomite that they have in the music business. You remember the one that Will Smith, that the Will Smith son say he was with? Wow, what a dumb shit for the masses. Fagabaton.
Taken what, you know, Pharrell did with the multicolored stones and the fun, you know, cartoon characters and stuff and just like elevated it.
Vicky Toback, we thank you so much.
All bullshit they're selling the masses. Like I said, don't buy into it. Don't matter if they call it culture. It's bullshit coming from the elites. They're the one who make the culture for you. You believe jewelry is culture? Jewelry is culture, people. Why are we so dumb in this world? Jewelry, the so-called, you know, gold that they're digging up from the ground, supposedly, and diamond that they're finding in muddy water. Remember, it takes a lot of pressure to supposedly make diamonds. Pressure make diamonds. They tell you that it's deep and, you know, pressure costs diamonds. Got to be there millions and millions a year. I don't know what gotta be there to make diamonds, but it's pressure make diamonds. But you still can sieve it out of some muddy water. What kind of pressure in a muddy water? And if it's pressure make the damn diamonds, how the hell you only have these in little stones? You find in little stones in Africa. How would you find these little pebble stones are diamonds if it's pressure make it? And how the fuck you find it in water? Loose rocks you find amongst. You sieve it out in mud. How did that happen, people? The whole jewelry game is a fucking fake shit, 100% in. Nothing come from the earth, it's just them make it. No gold come from the earth, no diamond, no metal. They have to make it and put it together. What a big old deception. And the mass is buying to it. Now it's a culture, sold to you by the entertainers. Dumb on, I'm gone.